filthy, nasty. You don't want to have a bat in your hand with him on the hill today. 5 innings of shutout baseball. Clayton Richards been very good, but he gave up that base hit that drove in 2 off the bat of Ian Stewart, and the Rockies lead it 2-0. That's our Cooney Lexus look back. Cooney Lexus, where luxury has an address. And this ball is lofted to left, and it is a base hit for Carlos Gonzalez. He has 3 multi-hit games coming in, and he's now 1 for 3 here in this ball game. So again, the Rockies have the leadoff man on, and that'll bring up Dexter Fowler. He's 1 for 2.
Now you might see the game slow down just a little bit if you're Clayton Richards, because you got a guy at first that's got speed, a guy at the plate that can handle the bat, he can bunt. All of a sudden Chase Headley's in on the grass. You'll see a couple throwovers at some point early on.
You know, if you could push a bunt like that, you're going to cause problems, because Eckstein just did get there.
Well, a couple of good things happen. If he's safe, you got first and second, nobody out. Otherwise, you run, move, advance the runner with the heart of the lineup. Your RBI guy's coming up.
Huey, that's great execution. It's exactly where he wanted to bunt the baseball. Try to push it past Richard, who falls to the third base side.
Well, really in the Bermuda Triangle, somewhere past the pitcher, towards the second baseman, and then it becomes a judgment call. Who's going to get it? Is it going to be the first baseman? Who is it? And you're right, Drew, the way Richards kind of falls off to the left. He quickly got off there, though, and Eckstein, with this speed, was able to just barely beat Dexter Fowler.
I thought heads-up play by Eckstein, though. I mean, he watched him this thing keep going, and he was already making a move to the bag, but he got there in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, David Eckstein, he's just a headsy player. That's nothing new for him. That's part of the reason why he's at the big leagues, because it's not just all talent for him.
Here's the 0-1 on Helton, and that's in there. It's 0-2. Todd's now ready to go. In his career, Helton, with 2 strikes, has hit in the mid-270s. That is the #1 mark of all active players. Outside 1-2. And Todd, the last time he was at Coors Field, final homestand of 09, he went 15 of 35, drove in 8 runs, and scored 10. Gonzalez at second with 1 out. 2-2 on Todd. Outfield straight up. Repair that chip in your windshield now. Call Safelite Elite Auto Glass at 303-287-5000. or go to safelite.com. Glad to have the folks of Safelite back with us here in 2010. Helton's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Hit a ball sharply down the first base line, but Adrian Gonzalez was standing near the bat. And this ball is fouled off. So the Rockies last year at home, 51-30. Only the Giants better in the National League. And keep in mind that they started the year 7-13 at 20th and Blake, and then went 44-17 the rest of the way. The only team in baseball better at home from June 1st on, the New York Yankees, and it was only by a game. High, 3-2. Tulowitzki on deck. One other note on the proficiency of the Rockies at Coors Field a year ago. It was their second best home record ever. I had to go back to 1996, the second year that Coors Field was open for business. The only time the Rockies have been better at home. There goes Gonzalez, and it's driven a right base hit. Gonzalez will trot home. 3-0 Colorado. Oh, that 17 still pretty good, isn't he?
As you mentioned, Drew, get to 0-2. It doesn't phase him. He just works his way back to a 3-2 count. And I'm not sure there were too many people in the ballpark that thought that Carlos Gonzalez was going to take off there.
Dangerous to do it, too, with a left-handed bat on a swing and miss. But that's just a hanging slider to Todd Helton. You can see on the 4 strikes on that ball hung on the inner half. flattened out, which Richard had a tendency to do that. If he works around it, it'll just flatten, stay in the zone. Look on the sky cam here, on the Southwest sky cam, you can see that that ball not anywhere near where they wanted the pitch to be thrown.
I was going to say, Frazier went to his Reggie swing there.
Yeah, a little drop back foot down.
And Tulowitzki pops it up, and Gonzalez has it in foul ground.
That back knee of Todd's was on the ground when he finished that swing.
Prevent the full circle so you don't rupture the back, as Reggie used to say. So anyway, I mean, but again, with that left-handed bat up, if he paints that slider and you get thrown out at third, that's pretty risky to do with one out. Excuse me, yeah, with one out when it all was happening.
Brad Hopp, a walk in the second, and a bullet double off the left field wall last inning.
As a young pitcher, I think one thing you learn very quickly, guys like Helton, Hopp, Stewart, you're not gonna intimidate them by dropping down a little bit with that slider. You know what I mean? It's not gonna get them to bail off of the ball very often.
And this is in the air to left field. Kyle Blanks is out there. He makes the catch. Carlos Gonzalez got the inning started with a base hit. Helton would bring him around. 3-0 Rockies.